Hello friend, welcome to my channel. Coin worth million. Today video is one you won't miss. We're diving into the world of coins top 10 euro cent. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. So let's get it started. The 2019 10 euro cent coin of France, bearing the famous initials RF for République Française, is a small yet deeply symbolic piece of European monetary history, part of the common currency system that unites much of the continent under the banner of the euro. While at first glance it is only a minor denomination, worth 1/10 of a euro, the coin represents a significant intersection of national identity, European integration, and numismatic artistry. The euro itself was launched as physical money in 2002, though it had existed in banking and electronic form since 1999. France, as one of the founding members of the European Union and one of the primary driving forces behind the project of European monetary unification, adopted the euro immediately, replacing the long-standing French franc, which had been in use since the late 14th century in various forms. The 10 euro cent coin is part of the first three golden denominations in the euro series, the 10, 20, and 50 cent pieces, that share a specific golden-colored metal alloy called Nordic gold, a copper aluminium zinc tin alloy known for its durability, anti-allergic properties, and resistance to tarnish. The 2019 French 10 euro cent coin belongs to the second design series of French euro coins. When the euro was introduced, each country in the eurozone was allowed to choose its own reverse design for the national side, provided that the common European side remained standardized across all member states. France initially adopted three separate designs, one for each range of denominations. The lower denominations 1, 2, and 5 cents featured a youthful Marianne, a personification of the French Republic. The medium denominations 10, 20, and 50 cents were decorated with a sewing figure designed by Laurent Jorlot, which recalled a motif from older French franc coins, symbolizing the sowing of seeds in the growth of Europe. The higher denominations 1 and 2 euro coins bore a stylized tree within a hexagon, designed by artist Joaquim Jimenez, symbolizing life, continuity, and growth. However, after more than a decade of circulation, these designs were considered for renewal, especially as the European Central Bank encouraged more harmonized and modern depictions across the eurozone. Thus, starting in 2008, France introduced new designs on the national sides of its coins. For the 10, 20, and 50 cent coins, the series to which the 2019 10 cent belongs, the new motif was a modern rendition of a sower, again created by Laurent Jorlot, maintaining continuity with the past while bringing a more contemporary aesthetic. The sower is one of the most famous recurring themes in French numismatics, originally popularized on the silver franc coins designed by Oscar Roty in 1897. Which depicted a woman in flowing robes scattering seeds across a field as the sun rises behind her. This image became iconic, appearing on many French coins in the 20th century, and symbolizing agriculture, renewal, labor, and the promise of the Republic. By retaining this imagery on the euro coins, France not only paid homage to its monetary past but also projected its cultural values into the broader European monetary space. On the 2019 10 euro cent coin, the obverse national side shows this modernized sower, drawn in a bold, linear style with clear contours that lend themselves well to minting technology. The figure is facing left, her robe flowing behind her, one arm extended as she casts seeds onto the ground, while stylized rays of light extend from behind, giving the scene a sense of dynamism and optimism. To the right of the design appear the letters RF, standing for République Française, serving as both a national identifier and a statement of republican values, liberty, equality, fraternity, that underpin the French state. Above and around the design are the 12 stars of the European Union, symbolizing unity and solidarity among the member nations. The artist's signature may also be discreetly present, marking the work of Jorlot, who modernized Roty's century-old masterpiece. The reverse side, which is common to all Eurozone 10 cent coins regardless of issuing country, features a map of the European continent, designed by Luc Lux of the Royal Belgian Mint. In the first series of euro coins minted between 1999 and 2006, the reverse depicted the European Union as a compact cluster of 15 member states, without borders, floating on a globe. However, as the EU expanded, a new map design was adopted starting in 2007, showing the entire European continent without borders, thus including non-EU nations geographically while still symbolizing the unity of Europe. The 2019 10-cent coin uses this updated reverse, with the numeral 10 prominently displayed to the left and the word euro cent beside it, ensuring clarity of denomination for all users across Europe. From a technical standpoint, the 2019 French 10 euro cent coin is minted in Nordic gold, an alloy consisting of approximately 89% copper, 5% aluminium, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. Despite its name, it contains no actual gold. The term refers to the alloy's golden appearance. The coin weighs 4.10 grams, has a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.93 millimeters. Its edge is finely grooved with regular indentations, helping visually impaired users distinguish it by touch and preventing counterfeiting. The color and texture are intended to resemble gold in order to convey a sense of value, even though it is a low-denomination coin. The year 2019 is significant for several reasons in the context of European and French monetary history. By this time, the euro had been in circulation for nearly 2 decades, and its role as one of the world's major currencies was firmly established. France, as a core member of the Eurozone, continued to produce annual coinage for circulation, commemorative issues, and collector sets. The 2019 10-cent coin was minted at the Monnaie de Paris, the French mint, which has been striking coins since the 9th century and is one of the oldest continuously operating institutions of its kind in the world. The Monnaie de Paris, located in Pessac for production purposes, combines centuries of tradition with modern technology, ensuring that coins meet exacting standards of precision, durability, and artistry. Economically, the 10-cent denomination occupies an interesting niche. While worth only 1/10 of a euro, its utility in daily commerce should not be underestimated. It is frequently used for giving change, for vending machines, and for small purchases when combined with other coins. In 2019, the euro was trading around 1.10–1.20 against the US dollar, meaning that the 10-cent coin represented roughly the equivalent of 11 to 12 US cents. In countries like France, where card and digital payments are increasingly common, the smaller euro denominations still retain importance in certain contexts, especially among older populations, tourists, or in rural areas where cash circulation remains strong. From a numismatic perspective, collectors often pay close attention to mint years, mint marks, and small variations in design. While the 2019 French 10-cent coin was minted in large numbers for circulation, making it a common coin with little intrinsic rarity, it still holds interest as part of a complete euro collection. Coin collectors who specialize in French euro issues may collect every year of issue, noting differences in mint luster, strike quality, and die variations. The RF initials remain a distinguishing marker of French coinage, reminding collectors of the national identity behind the otherwise pan-European currency. Additionally, proof sets and uncirculated sets of 2019 French coins were issued for collectors, often sold in presentation cases by the Monnaie de Paris, where the 10-cent coin appears in flawless condition, sharply struck with mirror-like fields and frosted reliefs. Historically, the continuity of the Sower motif deserves further reflection. Oscar Rodé's original, Les Semus, was created during the Third Republic and intended as an allegory of renewal and progress, showing France as a woman sowing seeds for the future. Its adoption on coins struck between 1898 and the mid-20th century made it a beloved national symbol. During the 1960s and 1970s, the design appeared again on silver 5-franc coins, reinforcing its iconic status. When France joined the euro project, retaining the Sower on the medium denominations was both a nod to continuity and an assertion of national individuality within a shared European framework. The updated Sower by Jorlo, used on the 2019 coin, is more stylized, linear, and geometric, reflecting modern graphic design trends, yet it retains the essential allegory of scattering seeds, symbolizing growth, hope, and future prosperity. The cultural significance of the 2019 10-euro-cent coin is thus multi-layered. On the surface, it is a simple token of exchange. Beneath that, it carries the legacy of French Republican symbolism, tied to Marianne, liberty, agriculture, and renewal. It also embodies the broader ideals of the European Union: unity in diversity, shared economic stability, and collective identity, while still allowing each nation to express its heritage. In the context of 2019, this was particularly meaningful, as Europe faced challenges such as Brexit, rising populism, and debates over the future of European integration. A coin as small as the 10-cent piece might seem insignificant in global politics, but in its design and circulation, it acts as a daily reminder of the shared project of Europe and the continuing importance of national culture within it. For collectors, the 2019 French 10-euro cent is not rare in circulation but can be valuable in high-grade mint state condition. Circulated coins will typically show wear on the highest points of the sewer's robes and rays, with fine scratches on the flat fields. Uncirculated pieces, especially those preserved in official mint sets, showcase the design at its sharpest, with a warm golden hue and crisp edges. While the market value for an individual 2019 circulation strike is equal to face value, proof and collector issues can trade higher, depending on packaging, condition, and demand. Numismatists studying euro coinage also see such coins as part of a wider story: the blending of national symbols into a shared currency, creating an ongoing dialogue between tradition and modernity. In conclusion, the 2019 French 10-euro cent (RF) coin is much more than a small metallic disc worth a fraction of a euro. It is the continuation of a century-old allegory of the sower, it is a piece of the broader European monetary union, and it is a product of one of the oldest mints in the world. Its technical features, historical roots, cultural meaning, and place in the global economy all contribute to its identity. Even though it circulates in the millions and passes daily through the hands of ordinary citizens across France and Europe, it carries within it layers of symbolism and history that reflect the enduring values of the French Republic and the collective vision of Europe as a whole. To hold such a coin is to touch not just money, but also a fragment of cultural continuity, a tangible symbol of both national pride and continental unity. Next coin, the 1999 French 10-euro cent coin, inscribed with the iconic initials, RF, for République Française, is not just a small golden-colored coin in the pockets of millions but a historic piece of Europe's transformation at the dawn of the 21st century. It represents the very first year of euro coinage, as 1999 marked the official launch of the euro currency, though in its earliest stage it was only used in electronic and accounting form. Physical euro coins and banknotes would not actually enter circulation until January 1, 2002. However, coins with the date 1999 were struck early by many Eurozone countries, including France, in preparation for that great monetary transition. For this reason, coins dated 1999 have special historical importance. They symbolize the beginning of the euro era, when Europe made the irreversible step from national currencies to a shared continental currency. For France, the euro replaced the beloved French franc, a currency that had served as a national identity marker for centuries. The 10-euro cent coin belongs to the middle range of euro denominations, together with the 20 and 50-cent pieces, all of which are minted in Nordic gold, a copper aluminium zinc tin alloy designed for durability, corrosion resistance, and a golden appearance. Though it contains no real gold, the alloy was carefully chosen because it is non-allergenic and retains its sheen even after years in circulation. The 10-cent coin has a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, weighs 4.10 grams, and has a thickness of 1.93 millimeters. Its edge is distinctly grooved with fine regular indentations, making it recognizable by touch, especially for visually impaired users. These physical features were standardized across the Eurozone to ensure consistency and ease of use. On the national side of the French 1999 10-euro cent coin, the design chosen was the sower, la semuse, a deeply rooted symbol of French numismatics. Designed by Laurent Jorlot, the motif is a modern interpretation of the famous sower figure created by artist Oscar Rodi in 1897, which had appeared on French silver francs for most of the 20th century. The image depicts a woman in flowing robes striding forward with confidence, scattering seeds from her right hand across the field, with rays of sunlight behind her. It is an allegory of progress, agriculture, and the nurturing of the future. For France, it symbolized not just farming or economic renewal, but the broader republican ideals of growth, hope, and human effort shaping destiny. By retaining this image on the new euro coins, France emphasized continuity with its past while stepping into a new era of shared European identity. The initials RF appear on the coin, affirming the République Française. Around the design, the 12 stars of the European Union form a symbolic circle of unity, linking the national identity with the collective European project. On the common reverse side, designed by Belgian artist Luc Lux, the first series of euro coins issued between 1999 and 2006 displayed a globe with Europe shown as a compact cluster of 15 member states, the EU at that time, connected by lines to symbolize unity. The denomination, 10, is placed prominently on the left, with the words, euro cent, alongside it. The design also features the 12 EU stars encircling the coin, creating harmony with the national side. Later, in 2007, this reverse was modified to depict a wider European map without internal borders, but the 1999 10 euro cent coin remains part of the first-generation design, making it especially significant for collectors. The year 1999 is of special importance. Although everyday citizens in France still used francs at that time, the euro already existed in non-physical form. Banks, stock exchanges, and international markets began operating in euros, and national currencies like the franc were locked to the euro at fixed exchange rates. France's exchange rate was set at €1 equals 6.55957 French francs. Coins and banknotes dated 1999 were struck to prepare for the massive logistical operation of 2002, when billions of coins had to be distributed simultaneously across 12 countries. France's minting authority, the Monnaie de Paris, struck enormous quantities of coins in advance and stored them securely until the official launch day. Thus, a 1999 French 10-cent coin is part of the first wave of physical euros, a tangible link to the transition period between two eras. The choice of the sower motif connects the coin to French identity. Oscar Rodé's original, Le Semuse, was designed during the Third Republic and came to embody resilience, republican values, and the timeless connection of France to the land and agriculture. It was engraved on silver coins from 1898 until the mid-20th century, and later on nickel coins in the 1960s and 1970s. When Laurent Jorlot reinterpreted the sower for the euro, he streamlined the lines, gave the figure a more modern geometry, and emphasized clarity of form so that the design would strike cleanly on millions of coins. By using this symbol in 1999, France declared that while it was joining Europe in a new monetary union, it would not lose sight of its national traditions. The initials RF further assert that the coin is both European and French, balancing unity with individuality. From a numismatic perspective, the 1999 French 10 euro cent coin is fascinating. It is not rare in terms of mintage, millions were produced for circulation, and many still exist today in everyday use across Europe. However, for collectors, its value lies in being a first year of issue coin, dated before the euro even reached people's hands. That alone makes it a historical artifact. Collectors often seek uncirculated examples, particularly those included in official 1999 French euro coin sets produced by the Monnaie de Paris. These sets were released for numismatists and often command a higher premium because they preserve the coins in pristine condition, showcasing their golden hue and sharp details. Circulated pieces, while still interesting, generally trade at face value or slightly above, depending on condition. Proof coins from 1999 are especially desirable, featuring mirror-like fields and frosted reliefs, highlighting the beauty of Jorlot's design. Economically, in 1999 the euro was still an experiment. The decision to create a shared currency had been motivated by a desire for deeper European integration, economic stability, and stronger competition with global currencies like the US dollar and Japanese yen. For France, adopting the euro was also a way of anchoring itself more firmly to Germany, its key partner in the European Union, and preventing the monetary instability that had plagued Europe in the past. The 10-cent coin, while small in denomination, was part of this grand experiment. By the time it entered circulation in 2002, it quickly became part of daily life in France, used in shops, cafes, vending machines, and public transportation. Over time, even as card payments grew more common, the 10-cent coin retained its importance in providing small change. Culturally, the 1999 10 euro cent coin reflects the tension and harmony between national identity and supranational unity. The euro project faced criticism from those who feared the loss of national symbols like the franc. By allowing each country to design its own national sides, the European Central Bank and euro designers cleverly addressed this fear. France's choice of the SOR was ideal. It projected a timeless image of growth and renewal, while also being uniquely French. To see the initials RF on a coin that also circulates in Germany, Spain, or Italy reminds citizens that they are both French and European, part of a shared destiny. For historians, the 1999 coin also captures the atmosphere of Europe at the turn of the millennium. The late 1990s were years of optimism, when the European Union was expanding, the Cold War was over, and globalization was accelerating. The euro was presented as a bold step into a new age of prosperity and cooperation. Holding a 1999 10 cent coin is therefore not just holding money, it is holding a token of that optimism, minted before the reality of circulation, before the debates over the euro's strength, before the crises that would come in later decades. In terms of design longevity, the 1999 French 10 cent coin belongs to the first series of French euro coins, which remained in use until 2007. After that, France redesigned its national sides, introducing a more stylized version of the SOR for the medium denominations. Thus, the 1999-2006 coins have their own distinct identity and are recognizable by their specific artistic style. This makes the 1999 piece even more valuable to collectors seeking a complete chronology of French euro designs. In conclusion, the 1999 French 10 cent, RF, coin is a remarkable artifact of transition, symbolism, and unity. Technically, it is a small, golden-colored coin of Nordic gold alloy, struck at the Monnaie de Paris, weighing 4.10 grams and measuring 19.75 millimeters. Historically, it is one of the very first euro coins ever minted, even before circulation began, marking the end of the franc and the birth of the euro. Artistically, it carries the timeless symbol of the SOR, linking France's republican past to its European future. Culturally, it embodies the blending of national pride with continental identity. Numismatically, it holds interest as a first-year issue, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. Economically, it represents the smallest building blocks of a currency that would go on to become one of the most powerful in the world. To hold a 1999 French 10 cent coin today is to hold a piece of history, a golden reminder of the moment Europe's future was cast in metal and released into the hands of its people.